If this looks familiar to you, it's because I looked at a similar sawtooth guitar a couple years ago. That one was blue. It was like a light blue. This one happens to be red. They make a variety of colors in this model. The ES, the kind of Strat copy model of this guitar, they're all the same. The paint's just a different color. Everything about the guitar is the same. So keep that in mind as we talk about this. Doesn't matter what color it is. They're all the same. So you can see, I like they color match the headstock to the body. That's kind of neat. There is one thing I'm going to talk about here that is very different from a Stratocaster. We're going to come back to that and talk about that last. 6 sealed, I believe they're unbranded. Let's check. Yes, unbranded tuners, not locking tuners, which is fine. We have a maple neck and a maple fretboard, nickel steel frets, and these feel pretty good. Like, I have not had to give attention to any of these. Often with a budget guitar, I expect you're going to need to get a little sanding sponge and run up and down the edge to round the edges over. Did not have to do that here. This side of the neck feels like it's untreated. We have black fret markers here and on the side. All right, as we come down here, 3 single coil pickups, a typical for a Strat 5-way switch, a volume, 2 tone pots, a 6-screw solid saddle tremolo bridge. You can see I do not have the whammy bar, the trem arm installed, because frankly I don't really use it. Just like a normal Strat, like on a Fender Strat. This is a Fender Player Series Stratocaster. You see it has the output jack on the front. That's where it is here. You may notice on like this Fesley, for example, the output jack is up on the side. So sometimes budget brands put it on the edge. It's on the front just like a normal Stratocaster. The body shape, can you tell, comparing the Fender to the Sawtooth? Nearly identical, right? It looks, it feels, it sounds, it plays pretty much like a Stratocaster. It's just a whole lot more budget friendly than getting one from Fender. We have a 3-ply pick guard with some perloid on the outside to make it look really cool. The paint is a pretty good finish all the way around. It's well done. You can see a scarf joint in the neck. Some people love them, some people hate them, but it makes the necks more durable and more cost-effective to produce. Here is your reinforcement plate that holds the screws that hold the neck on. We have the tremolo cavity cover. I restrung this yesterday and was able to feed the old strings out and feed the new ones in without taking that cover off. I call this a fat boy cut. That's the comfort carve on the side to make it sit up against your body more nicely. It's a thin satin finish neck. I say the finish is thin, not the neck is actually fairly thin as well. It's a nice C shape. There's no flatness on the back. Overall, it's a pretty cool guitar at a good price. Now, here's the different thing that I mentioned earlier that I wanted to show you. Look at that nut. That is a Les Paul style nut, and then the neck breaks back like on a Les Paul style guitar or on a PRS style guitar. See, this is a PRS type guitar, and you see where it angles back and it has that type of nut. Typically a Stratocaster has this thinner type of nut, and then the headstock just kind of cuts back like that, but then it is angled in line with the neck. Not the case here. This one angles back. It's a very different take on how to do a nut on an S-type, a Stratocaster type guitar, but they've been doing it for years and it works. I think this is a winner.